Yes, hello everyone, SlowMotionAtomicBomb here again with another video, and today it is Tekken 2, especially for the less than a handful of you who watched the previous Tekken video on my channel. I love this game. I haven't played it in years, but of the Tekken games on the PlayStation 1, this is the one that I owned. I had the demo version of Tekken 3, but it was one of those weird things where... Oh, nice powerbomb. It was one of those weird things where, because I had Tekken 2, you know, being a teenager with not a lot of disposable income and games costing 40 odd quid at the time, it was always difficult to justify buying Tekken 1 or Tekken 3 when I had Tekken 2. It would always be easier for me to pick a different game if I had the money to buy a game. But I had this one, loved this one, played the shit out of it. Never seen it look as good as this. It's on the DuckStation emulator, so it's upscaled. Got filtering on it. Looks nice and smooth. I know some people don't like that. I always say, yes, original hardware is brilliant. I do still have my PlayStation 1 and my original copy of Tekken 2. But nice to have the option in it. And this is a game that looks fantastic. Yeah, it's all a bit blocky and everything, as was the style at the time, but genuinely quite lovely to see it look like this. Good start, as I've lost my first match. There's that power bomb again from old Heihachi. So the storyline, I guess, is that Heihachi was thrown off the mountain at the end of Tekken 1 by, is it Kazuya Mishima, his son, his adopted son? Or his, no, Lee was his adopted son, wasn't it? Not Lei, who I'm fighting now. Lee was that one that was giving me all the jip in the last video. Not sure how far I'll get because I haven't played this in years and don't know any of the moves. Can't really remember any of it. That was an odd cut there. But yes, there was a lot of fun to be had with this back in the 90s. I think I got it in 97. Came out originally in the arcades in 95, I think, and then 96 in various territories on the PlayStation. But I tell you what, having played the first two Tekkens and Mortal Kombat recently on my channel, it's kind of renewed my interest in fighting games. Really haven't played any for a long time. I've been enjoying it. Look at that, breaking poor old King's neck. Now he's got to fight again. This is in his orphanage. This is in King's orphanage. I do like me some King, but I'm less enthralled about him when he's in his suit and suspenders. I haven't got a single shot on him here. Bloody hell. Walloped. If I lose here, I might take over as King. You can't change characters, can you? It's not like in Mortal Kombat where you can save your progress by change your character. I think if I die here and pick King, I've got to start over again. Oh, I went for a grab and he avoided it. I did always like Heihachi, but I had a friend of mine who just despised him for absolutely no reason. We'll game over old Heihachi and go with King. You can see that I don't have the unlocks. I'm playing a fresh install. Round one. Oh, there he is in his wrestling gear. I think they've got alternative costumes, if I remember correctly, and it's whatever button you push gets the alternate look. King, of course, in his Jaguar mask, based on Satoru Sayama, Tiger Mask, who actually wore wrestling gear not too dissimilar to what King is wearing. And there is an armor King in this game, a villainous, or a former rival of King's. I don't know if he's villainous. King, I think, I remember the storyline. King, as a young wrestler, breaks Armor King. Break his. Can he break an eye? He injures his eye, crushes his eye, and then he becomes. I think King becomes an alcoholic. And Armor King convinces him to come back and fight and wrestle. I do, of course, have to mention once again the slightly bizarre disconnect of smashing a woman's face into your kneecaps. There you go. Kicks her right upside the temple.
You win. Round 1.
I'll let the law handle this. Oh, he is handling me quite handily. I don't know any of my wrestling moves. Oh my god, I've just lost a perfect. What an embarrassment.
You lose. Round 2. Fight.
Now, was it, did King have his motion capture done by Minoru Suzuki? The MMA wrestler from Japan. There's another face crusher. What was that? It just flopped onto my back. There you go, a little kick in the nose. Get out. So I had this game, and I used to read an old British computer game magazine called CVG, Computer and Video Games, and it was great. And CVG used to have a place where you could send in your high scores, free internet. I guess some people had the internet back in the late 90s. But they had all these scores printed, and they had a score for most wins. Who's got the most wins in Tekken? Or in Tekken 2? Oh, I like this music, by the way. There's a suplex. There's another one. I'm making an example of this little girl. Oh no, she's kicking my ass now. Shit. So this magazine had the had a section for the most wins.
You lose.
And I was determined to beat it, and I spent a lot of hours racking up wins, because you could record your wins, your won-loss records. So I unlocked all the characters, and I got the most wins for all the characters, higher than all the wins in CVG. And I was going to take a picture, send it into CVG.
Game over. Round 1. Fight.
So I was going to send it in, and then a funny thing happened. So a friend of mine had a Super Nintendo, and I had a Sega Mega Drive, and we made a pact that we would both get PlayStations for Christmas, and we would then be able to swap games with each other, and it'd be brilliant. And then he called me on Boxing Day and said, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Did you get yours?" And he went, "No, I got an N64." And I was furious. I absolutely couldn't believe it. It turned out in the long run to be quite a good idea because it meant I got to play Nintendo 64 games a lot rather than just PlayStation games. But one summer we decided to trade consoles. Not permanently, just for the summer. So I got his N64 and all his games and everything, and he got my PlayStation and all of my games. And the mistake that I made was in assuming he would be smart enough and polite enough not to erase the fucking memory card. So he wiped my Tekken save. Oh, I wanted to play it from the beginning. I wanted to unlock all the characters are there. And it's not yours. It's not your place to do that. Find a memory card with a slot on it that's available and put it on there. I was absolutely fuming because I was going to get my name printed in a magazine that you could buy in the shops. Telling everyone what a brilliant computer game player I was. Couldn't believe it. So do you know what I did in an act of petty spite? I erased all of his save data on his Nintendo 64 games, and he went ballistic, right? But could not understand. Oh, I missed a perfect there. Couldn't understand why I'd done it, and he couldn't see. Like, he couldn't see why what he'd done was wrong. He just couldn't.
Round one, fight!
So I've got Yoshimitsu here. He was an odd character. I think is he like some sort of a samurai? Because as a kid, the fact that it was all blocky and angular and he had all this protection on, I always thought he was a robot. Which I guess Jack 2 is a robot, isn't he? And isn't this one... This is the one that's got... hasn't it got a dinosaur in it and a kangaroo, a boxing kangaroo? As an unlockable character.
Round two, fight!
And I think Ken the Box, Mukujin Ken, isn't he in... he's Tekken 3? Go on, get a perfect. Yes! Nice. Happy with that.
You win. Final.
Good stuff.
Fight!
Why does he keep lying down? What an odd strategy. Yeah, I don't really know much of the moves. This is more about button bashing for me. It's quite easy to pick up and play. Ooh, that was a nice little spin. You can win fights despite being cack, you know, which is a good thing.
Game over. Round one, fight!
You know, it's like it's got a barrier to brilliance, but it doesn't have a barrier to, you know, just having fun with it. You can have so much fun playing this with your mates. So now I've got Jack 2, based on Jack from the original game. Who's a cyborg. Although I think I've managed to pick the alternate costume. Because Lee or whatever looks different there. And I seem to remember Jack 2 having a big robot arm. Oh. You can still hear the metal sounds as he gets smashed around. Come on, let's see if we can get a win. There we go. God, this is a bloody good game, innit? I have missed this. I didn't realise how much I missed Tekken 2 until just now. Even playing Tekken 1, I don't think I realised how much I missed it. Oh, I nearly got another perfect.
You win.
There he is, his little arm swinging celebration. Looks a bit like Dolph Lundgren
Fight!
in Rocky IV.
KO!
Take that, orphanage.
You win!
Get wrecked, orphans.
Fight!
Oh no, I've been Hurricane Raned. Shades of the legendary Hurricane Ramirez. King, obviously, as well, influenced by that Mexican luchador, wasn't he, that actually became a wrestler to raise money for a real orphanage, that inspired the Jack Black film Nacho Libre, which I've got on DVD, and I attempted to watch once and watched about 20 minutes of it. Never attempted to watch it again, not because it was bad or anything. I don't really know why. I think I was tired, or I was bored, or not into it or something, and then never got around to giving it another chance. But I've given Tekken 2 another chance, just got punched in the bollocks. Bit unfair. And I've really bloody enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you like that video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Ding the bell, just as King dinged my bell. Oh, there you go. There's the how many characters you've used and how long you've used them for. There he is, Heihachi. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for watching. We shall see you for another video another time. Until then, goodbye.